a shit revenger, okay? I did not do that because I was aggravated at TC's Kelly suffered last night. Katie Howard. I was not on a revenge feces and dumping exchange. That's not what I did. I got up, I got ready for the day's events, and I happened to not flush the toilet. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to say that apology on air. I want to say that I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry to a woman named Kathleen Howard, who I took advantage of her kindness, her gratuity, her beautifulness, and what I did was, in exchange for a warm place to lay my head and to wash my sack, I took advantage of that love and trust. And as a payback, I left feces in her laboratory. And that's wrong. And I want to speak to all of you guys out there and to tell you that that's something that's wrong. And I know you've all done it. I know you've all been at a woman's house, apartment, mansion, and you've used their bathroom. And if it hasn't been three things, if it hasn't been either overstuffing the toilet with your feces and toilet paper to where it spills out all over her floor, it's number two, leaving your feces in such piles that the stain and skid marks are so immense that you must flush at least 7 times. And then even after that, you must take the water toilet paper, put it on the end of your shoe, hold on to the wall, and dip your boot into the shit stream water and use your boot, toilet paper, shoe as a shit brush so you can wipe the shit stains off of the goddamn toilet rims. So when you leave her bathroom, she doesn't go in that day and go, Jesus Christ, this guy cleaned my toilet with fucking paint of shit. That's number 2. And then, of course, number 3 is what I did, and that is you shit and you mistakenly leave the fecal in the toilet so that other person can walk up and say, oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, God! What the fuck was that? So basically what we tried to do is any semblance of trying to have this other person attracted to you, find you appealing in any way, but what you managed to do is shatter that all in one night, or one instance, I should say, by her seeing the waste that comes out of your body. And depending on what that waste looks like, gives a good indication of exactly what the fuck is swimming inside there. So as that girl lifts that toilet seat and sees nothing but black and brown chunks of corn and kidney beans infused with pulp and chunks of skin with traces of blood, and she then decides maybe you have some type of alien creature that's swimming through your body. Now, in my instance, the shit is basically here. Basically 3 rocks, gold flakes, which basically I think gives the sign of death inside of my body, and my system is slowly shutting down the waste that I'm producing is becoming a nil, to where the waste will start infusing into my bones and into my capillaries, where I will eventually be infused as just one giant shit man. And then I will be a walking, breathing shit man that will be white. So I will be one of those pieces of shit you see out on the street in the sun that's a white turd. And that's when I'll have to meticulously run around to find other feces covered on myself to give me the brown pigment, so I'm not like a Michael Jackson piece of shit. You know, I'm not like I'm not like a Bill Idol shit. I'm not a tried out shit. I'm a white shit. And then I cover myself and I'm shit there. And that is what that is. So there you go. There's the 3 instances of shit. And I mistakenly left the deck, which is the nuggets that etiquette rotting inside, not from corn on the cob, but from actual disease and death, from having a diseased black soul. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your human interest. There you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that bit. If you didn't enjoy the bit, go fuck yourself. What do you think of that? That's basically where we're at right now. We're in the go fuck your state of the program and of the time. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, just like a bad Vegas show that is winding down, this evening Vegas show is winding down. And come Wednesday, a week from tonight, will be the last night show that we will conduct. I know you're all broken up about it inside. Really, you're not, but hey, whatever. Welcome to the program. It's Rob Black, in case you haven't figured that out. And this is the Rob Black Show. And we are here with you for the next, I don't know, 2 hours, hour and a half, 3 hours. It all depends on what transpires in the next, I don't know, 45 minutes. Don't forget, guys, something interesting and exciting could cut into the program, and we could wind up having breaking news. We could have another airline disaster like a Malaysian Air. We could have that. We could have a ferry boat accident like the South Korean. Shit. We could have a fucking airplane fly right into this building and kill us all, like another 9/11. Or everything can go off without a hitch, and at 10 o'clock we finish the show and we go home. Those are all possible things that could be happening. And we're just going to fucking skate it out, okay? We're just going to fucking ride the storm out, baby, and see what happens. So, if those of you who were with us this afternoon's program, we talked at great length about, well, we talked about one issue, but we kind of intertwined it with a couple. We talked about that of Mike South being an inbred hillbilly who justifies killing animals for sexual gratification. We talked about his inbred moronic readers / posters like Tim Tritch, who goes by the name Jilted, who's literally fucking insane, and we're going to talk about him in a little bit more. And we basically outlined that the new Georgia gun laws that have been written in by the governor of Georgia basically are completely insane, and by reading the views of Mike South and listening to him talk about killing his girlfriend's cat and fucking being in the 6th grade and hunting for squirrel so his mom and Pa could eat dinner, really gives you a deep insight into the minds of people who live and breed in Georgia. So that was this afternoon. And then, of course, the beautiful Katie Summers joined us, where she gave us news that we can use. Now, I know those of you who listen to us on YouTube, when Katie Summers comes on, you're not able to see her. I know that if you are only listening to us on YouTube, what you're seeing is me staring at a screen and every so chiming in with oohs and ahs. I understand that. That is why when the news that we can use comes on with Katie Summers, you need to switch over to the RobBlackShow.com or AdultFYI.com, because both of those sites carry the Katie Summers live feed. So just a little 411 and something that you all need to know and understand. So make sure you do that, or you will continue to just stare at me, staring at the screen, and commenting here and there. So get on that. Now, if you go on over to Adult FYI right now, ladies and gentlemen, and you take a look at the story that we have up there about Mike South, the inbred hillbilly, you will thoroughly enjoy it. But that's not why I'm telling you to go there, because my hunch is that most of readers and listeners of AdultFYI.com have already gone today and read the top story. My idea and my feeling is by this time everybody who is going to go to the website and read stories is going to go. There's not like there is huge fluctuations of traffic and new readers every day. For the most part, you have your viewing audience, and they have been now with us for about a year now. Is that how long? It's been about a year since we've been on the air. It's been about a year since we have been posting what we talk about on our radio show onto Adult FYI. So we are basically where we are. And for the most part, people go there 2 times a day to look at the newest stories
and watch the videos. So going there now, and again, I'm sure most of you have been there already to read the story, but that's not why I'm telling you to go. If you go there, you will notice that I have put up all of the books by yours truly. Yes, all of the books by yours truly. I go by the name Roberto Negro, and if you go to Adult FYI, I have all of the books for sale. We have A Race to the Bottom, which is the porn dump. We have All Right, Good Night. We have Drink the Kool-Aid. And we have Extreme Thoughts. So right now, all 4 books are currently for sale through Amazon.com. And by going to adultfyi.com, you can click on any of these banners, which will take you to the buy page for these books. So that was done by me before we went to dinner. I think it looks pretty cool. And if you take a look at the graphics that are behind the writing on Drink the Kool-Aid, you'll see that I actually used the real cover of Time magazine of them depicting, well, it's not even depicting, it's real photos of Jim Jones and the mass suicide that he orchestrated. And it's the big tub where they got the Kool-Aid from. There's actually a cup next to the Kool-Aid tub, and on top you could actually see some cups, and in the left corner you could actually see a piece of a body. I thought it was kind of neat to use these as backgrounds. I thought it was kind of creepy for the book to be called Drink the Kool-Aid and then use backgrounds that are from the Time magazine Jim Jones piece that actually shows real pictures of this mass suicide. So go there, ladies and gentlemen. Go to Adult FYI, purchase one of these books, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I promise you, you will laugh your fucking ass off. I promise you, they will be worth the purchase. And I think they're selling, the digitals are selling for $5.95, I think. I think that's how much they are. $5.95. I'll look. Hold on. Yeah, $5.95 is how much these books are. So go and read them. And if you go and click on Look Inside, it will give you a preview of the book. And I promise you, when you read the book, you will be thoroughly entertained. So go ahead and give it a shot. Read some of the previews that are up there, especially Drink the Kool-Aid. It's got 7-Eleven IEO, which is Indeterminate Ethnic Origin. It's got Al Jolson talking about sock puppets. Got Bubba and Detachable Penis. These are all classic, okay? Classic Rob Black stories. So go there and read some of the few chapters that are available for free. And when you get done, then tell me that you are not entertained. But trust me, you will be entertained! Yes, you will be. So, go there. Just wanted to get those plugs out of the way so we could move on with tonight's festivities. Yes, we could move on with tonight's festivities. It's dark out in the parking lot. They actually have one of the lights off, and there is a band practicing in one of, oh Jesus, in one of the corners of the property that is owned by the neighbors. So if you hear a little music, don't get overly excited. We're not at the Rose Bowl. We're not waiting to get in to see Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh no, oh no. We are at the Star Gardens and listening to one of the hottest garage bands in all of North Hollywood, and they're called the, I don't know, fucking the Garage Banders. I don't know, but it's like all I'm hearing is cymbals. So, anyways, the landlord put in a new walkway, and I'm not talking about the marble walkway that he was working on, but I'm talking about the steps that lead up to where the marble walkway will be. Or actually, my bad, it's not marble. He corrected us today, ladies and gentlemen. It is just tile. It's not Italian tile. It's not German tile. It's just tile. And I even asked him, I said, well, where are you getting the tile from? He goes, I just tiles. I said, all right, Hans. Buying tile from a tile store. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new walkway that goes up to where this tile will be. He constructed a new stairs. I mean, it took a whole setup that he's doing. I mean, it's nice. And I made a joke about this before. I mean, it's nice if he was going to renovate the entire place, but he's not renovating the entire place. He's basically just renovating little pieces of the entire place. So it's basically having a really, really ugly girlfriend that you get her like a blonde wig. And you're like, okay, cool, but it's still a really ugly motherfucker. Okay, well, I give her some new pants. It's like, listen, this bitch needs a facelift, okay? This bitch needs to go under the knife or get her nose broke, cheek implants, rebuild that structure of her nose, redo the lips. I mean, it's like a whole thing. Because by just putting a wig on the ugly girlfriend, it's just an ugly girlfriend with a wig on. And that's basically where we are here at the Star Gardens. It's this totally shitty building and these totally shitty offices, and he built steps that will be beautiful and new, and tiling that will take you to the shitty offices. So as you climb up to the shitty offices, you'll be climbing on brand new steps. And when you're walking down the hall to the shitty offices, you'll be walking on beautiful new tile. Again, it doesn't really make any sense considering that it's your dirty fucking shoes and your feet and shit like that that is actually being accommodated with something new. And your fucking feet don't give a fuck. Your dirty ass shoes that walk in homeless man vomit and dog turds all day on Lancashire Street, they don't fucking care. But hey, according to Hans, this is what's gonna make this place have some class. So the banging literally got done at about 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. The banging got done here. Literally, 5 o'clock. So at 5 o'clock, the banging got done, and he retired to the back of the club for the rest of the evening. So that was something that was happening this morning, to the point where we would talk, he would go out there and saw, and then we would have to shut the window, and then he would get done sawing, and then we would open the window back up. And I explained to everybody that at this point, a year into our program, we have finally gotten a rhythm and finally gotten used to exactly what our surroundings are. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh, it's fucking girls fighting? Who gives a shit? A Nazi building a fucking ramp of marble fucking tile? Whatever. It just don't fucking matter. None of this fucking matters anymore. I used to get so upset. I actually had a couple people on YouTube say I needed like psychological help. I was like nuts. On a couple of those rants, but hey, now it's not a big deal. Now it's literally it's nothing. It's fucking cool. It's cool. Fucking cool. Cool. And that's what it is. So that's what happened today. Wow, I hear the music already. Bang, bang. So that's the update about that. I got a question, and I completely forgot about it until we were on the way to the studio tonight. Can anybody tell me what was the outcome of Friday's, this past Friday's historic meeting of the genius minds on Vivid Radio that involved Steve Hirsch, Paul Fishbein, Axel Braun, Joanna Angel, Jesus, who else? Ed Powers, and Paul Thomas. Oh, and Andrew Blake. Yeah, that was it. Oh, and Jules Jordan. There was a power meeting on Vivid Radio Monday, and it was touted by Stephen Hirsch and Paul Fishbein as possibly the biggest show that they've ever done, and that, quite frankly, all of you will never see a show like that again. Now, that was Friday. Today's Wednesday. It's almost a week removed. Does anybody got an update on how that historic radio interviews went? I mean, literally, they hyped this up like it was the be-all, end-all of power meetings. Of like guys that were such on top of their game. Only imagine what it would be like without their directing expertise in our business today. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Ed Powers isn't directing. Paul Thomas isn't directing. Andrew Blake isn't directing. These guys are basically fucking useless when it comes to discussing the future of the adult business, because they haven't been part of the present in 8 years. So I'm curious, does anybody have any update on how this historic interview went? I mean, you would think normally AVN would have a story up and say, oh my God, those of you who missed it, missed something that is said unbelievable. I don't know why I'm talking like a valley girl, but I just want to. Why did you guys miss it? But I mean, all seriousness, you guys, this was something that was going down as historic. Seriously. It's something that was going down as historic. It was something that Paul Fishbein and Stephen Hirsch said you probably would never see ever again, because it was so historic to have these great minds into one place at the same time. All right? All right? But why is nobody talking about it? Why is nobody even wrote a half-assed press release to hit on some of the more interesting points of the interview? Basically, it's as if this interview never existed. It's weird, man. Especially coming from Stephen Hirsch, Paul Fishbein. These are two historic heavyweights in the adult business. I mean, think about it. These are historic porn heavyweights in the adult business. Okay? And for them to not report on anything that happened on their show is kind of bizarre. Maybe I'm a little cynical. Maybe I'm a little cuckoo. Seriously, maybe I'm cynical. Maybe I'm cuckoo. Maybe I'm choo-choo-ka-choo. But let's face it here, guys. Okay? Let's fucking face it. Let's face it. Something of that enormous, something of that awesome, you would think that somebody would have reported on it. Hell, as big as Vivid is, you would think that they would have written their own press release saying, oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it, you can go on vivid.com and download you know, the show that was held on Friday. It is monumental. It is historic. It's something that you know, if you missed it, we can only say these are the types of roundtable discussions Steve Hirsch and Paul Fishbein conduct when they get top-notch guests. I mean, Jesus Christ, again, they had their powwow Friday, so, okay, they're not going to write a press release on Friday because, you know, everybody blows out of Vivid early and nobody's going to do any extra work. So, in turn, Monday, somebody doesn't write up a fucking press release. Tomorrow is Thursday. How does somebody not write up a press release on Monday and get that out first thing in the mid-afternoon or early afternoon to basically talk up the program that was Friday? Did it happen? Did the roundtable historic event happen? Well, I'll tell you, man, if I was part of the brain trust at Vivid, and I was actually involved in the decision-making process with trying to garner publicity, trying to garner ad sales, trying to garner money, I would be a complete fucking failure because nobody knew about this historic interview. Nobody since has gone and listened to replays because nobody has talked about it. And at the end of the day, either Steve Hirsch is so fucked up on fucking Quaaludes, and that's just me suspecting, I don't know for sure or a fact, or he's just so fucking stupid that nobody, including himself, put together some type of write-up about something that was so historic. It's perplexing to me. It really is. It's fucking perplexing to me. I don't know. It's just amazing. It really is. It's like amazing. And I forgot about it until this morning. And I'm like, whatever happened to that fucking roundtable meeting? Because we were actually going to try to call in. But that didn't turn out too good. Because we fucking forgot. We forgot. That's how important the bit was. We fucking forgot about it. Fuck. We forgot about it. We forgot about the bit. That's how fucking how incredibly retarded their event of roundtable historic proportion was, that we fucking forgot about calling into it. We forgot about calling them up, which is funny because it would have made for an awesome bit, but we couldn't call because we forgot. Okay? We forgot. We fucking forgot. That's how insignificant it was that we forgot. Oh, man. So, if anybody's got any info on it, I'd love to hear about how awesome the program was. And if anybody's got any tapes of the event, it would be awesome that somebody could hit it with us, because it would be great to literally hear this epic roundtable discussion. So please, guys, please, if anybody's got video, if anybody's got anything, hit us up. That's it. Hit us up. We'd love to hear it. So that is the classic of all classics, and that is the roundtable discussion from Vivid. Literally, man, it's like, who does, like, I mean, on a seriousness, who does anything over there as far as promoting that channel? Like, seriously, does anybody bother, or is it just people are so fucked up over there on God knows what that it's basically just, let's ride this train until it runs out of gas and then call it a night? I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of, because they don't do anything that prevails in logic. They don't. And logic would tell you that you should have some type of wrap-up to inform everybody of the show and how it went, and the fact that people were excited about it, and make something up, for Christ's sakes. Jesus, make something up. Say there was 90,000 people trying to call in, but they crashed the switchboard, so they couldn't take any calls. I don't know. Something. Say Steve Hirsch and Axel Braun start blowing each other. Fucking something. Fuck, man. I mean, seriously. Fuck. Something. Something. Anything. Just a little something. Fuck. Oh, man. Anyways, that is the ABN roundtable. And something. Anything. Please. Jesus. Because I know we would have had fun. We would have. We would have had a great time. But nobody's doing their fucking jobs over at Vivid. Horrible. They're just riding that train right down. There's nothing left. Ride that train, baby. Ride it down. Anyways, what else was I thinking that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention that was pretty funny? I'm trying to think. There was one other. There's one other porn news. Oh, I see that Bella Knox on XBiz, they reported Bella Knox did a little interview there with Rolling Stone, which is pretty funny. Anytime she gets publicity, I think it's hilarious, because I know that sets off all the girls in the business who pretend they're going to school, like Bella. Because don't forget, guys, Bella Knox ain't going to school either. Okay, just remember that. You're not a college student that actually gives a shit about your classes and being a full-time student when you're traveling, doing autograph signings, and you're stripping, and you're coming to LA, sucking on cock. You're not a student. You're not a fucking full-time student. You're just some fucking jerk-off who enrolled in class and took a couple classes like basket weaving or something like that. You got a whole bunch of heat because people found out that you like to have guys call you dirty fuck pig and spit in your face, and it created a firestorm with different publications who are already hell-bent on having a good time by covering porn, because Adela from Finance Marketing has gotten in with Cosmopolitan Online and Huffington Post, where these fluff pieces that traditionally magazines and newspapers and TV broadcast news outlets would run, and they would normally call human interest. Well, all of that is now just become a porn interest, and they just throw some random porn story up, and Adela from Finance Marketing makes sure that her people are involved with that. That's why you'll see a Chanel Preston doing some random stupid interview, or Kelly Shabari the usual suspects, the usual talent that reads a book and knows a couple big sophisticated words, and now they're highly educated and they're not doing porn because they have any troubled past or doing porn because of any other reason except they're feminists. And this is a way to explore their feminist side, and they could be doing anything in the world if they wanted to, but instead they choose to suck cock and have guys fuck them up their ass. They choose to do it. Okay, great. And so you see Bella Knox in Rolling Stone, and all the smarty pants girls trying to be losing their minds. Think about Stoya. Fucking Stoya. There's a girl that always prided herself on being some fucking educated genius, you know. She'll read her little Dostoevsky book or some other, a Stephen Hawking manuscript. And she's like, hi, yes, I have my digital playground contract, and I live in New York, and I go to the coffee houses, and I read my books. And you're like, okay, genius. And here she is, playing second banana to James Dean, her boyfriend. She's got no contract. She's got no job except to do freebies for Leroy Myers in Las Vegas and maybe be a sugar baby to some fucking artist asshole. And you got Bella Knox eating up the fucking mainstream airwaves, and you got people like Stoya, who's been crafting this Sasha Grey personality. Okay, so how did Sasha do it? Okay, agent Mark Spiegler, check. Fucking get a contract, check. Okay, read and depict that I'm intelligent, check. Get a boyfriend who's famous in the porn business, check. She just goes down the list of all these things you got to do to hopefully get some mainstream success. And here comes dummy Bella Knox, you know. It's like, hi, I'm Bella Knox, and I got it recognized because I did a scene where guys called me dirty slob fuck pig, spit in my face, and fucking made me vomit on a dick. And you got like Stoya, Taja Rain, all these girls like, what happened? What's going on? Right now, Bella Knox is a bigger star than Bella Knox is a bigger star than Taja Rain, bigger star than Stoya, bigger star than Caden Cross, bigger star than Jessica Drake. I mean, Bella Knox is bigger than Jessica Drake. I never heard Jessica Drake going on, Piers Morgan. I never heard Jessica Drake having a profile done on her in Rolling Stone magazine. No, she's featured in Cosmopolitan online with her husband, Brad Armstrong, where they're talking about making fucking clothes. Oh, man, it's classic. I love it. Oh, man, it's funny as fuck. Oh, man, it's funny as fuck. So, yeah, so there's Bella Knox. Like I said, I love it. I love watching her just get all that mainstream press because I know all these porn girls are just fucking beside themselves. Because basically she sucked up all their publicity. Because what's left for any of these educated women now? What's left for a Taja Rain? when she finishes school in about 10 years. Hey, Rolling Stone, I just want to tell you, I've got my degree. Yeah, okay, dummy, get out of here. When Stoya goes, did you know I read Dostoevsky? They're like, yeah, okay, honey, sure. Basically, this little 20-year-old girl, Bella Knox, took all of their heat. The Bella Knox took all of the heat from all these girls, and it's fucking funny. She sucked it up from them. And all she did was enrolled and took a couple part-time classes in fucking Duke. And got her balls busted by a couple guys that branched out to a media outlet who went, oh my God, there's a girl at Duke University sucking cock. This is awesome. Let's do a story on it. And then the rest is history. So I thought that was funny. And I love it, man. I love it. I love watching everybody lose their fucking mind. Even people who aren't even in the business. You know, like these little loser blog fucking marks, Mike South's little fucking 3 or 4 minions. You watch them fucking talk shit on this girl. It's hilarious. It's like, dude, you're not even in our business. And you're talking shit on somebody? Listen, you fat housewife, go fucking, go suck a dick somewhere, will you please? Then maybe, fuck. So yeah, that's on the XBiz headline. And I wonder why AVN didn't print anything about it. Because they were so quick to write that snarky article about all the porn girls, besides Bella Knox. That have gone to college and they're, you know, highly educated. You know what AVN has? A press release for the dressmaker assistant Jessica Drake saying that she'll be dancing in fucking in New York at Stiletto. So hey, you could go see Jessica Drake in Stiletto showing her pussy, and then when you're on your way there, you can pick up the Rolling Stone magazine and read about Bella Knox. Jessica Drake's 40 years old, spreading her pussy and making costumes. And Bella Knox is 20 years old and doing interviews at Rolling Stone. So there you go. Make sure you go catch Jessica Drake. That, I just thought that was funny. So like, nah, we don't need to talk about Bella Knox. Let's talk about Jessica Drake because that's the man when wicked contract girl. I love it. That was funny. I saw. Oh, and you know what else I thought was pretty funny? And again, it just shows you. And if I talk about this, it'll make me do more about Mike South. But there's 2 press releases in AVN and XBiz that are exactly on Mike South's side. And it's just very funny. You have this Evan Stone, who's headlining a comedy tour. Yeah, he's Louis C.K. now. Evan Stone's Louis C.K. So there's a press release that is on AVN and XBiz talking about Evan C.K. Stone. And it's some comedy thing that he's doing. And Katie Cross is involved, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what Katie Cross is doing. I guess her comedy bit is to basically stand up there and pretend to be a porn star. I that's what she's doing. It's funny. But that same press release is on Mike South's site. And then also a press release for this EMM report talking about the 3500 XRCO award photographs. And if you go to Mike South, that same press release is on Mike South's site. So it's like Mike South has got, oh, my bad, he's got 3 stories on his site, and they're all press releases. Or I should say, 2 press releases and then a story that ABN reported about already, and XBiz. It's like, really? That's the most interesting blog in the world? He's like the Dos Equis guy? So Mike South is big news of the day is EMM report, and you can get XRCO pictures. Evan C.K. Stone and his comedy tour, and that J.P. Morgan Chase is closing porn star bank accounts. Those 3 stories are on AVN and XBiz. So, yes, Mike South, the most interesting blog in the world, the Dos Equis porn site, is basically running articles that are on AVN and XBiz sites. Congratulations, most interesting blog in America. Oh man, yeah. I'll tell you, I don't know what the business would do without you. Well, they would be a little less full of disease. That we know. Sorry, that we know for a fact. Oh man. So yeah. So the 3500 XRCO photos. That's on XBiz and AVN. Go ahead, and Mike South. Evan Stone is funny. Another awesome post. And J.P. Morgan Chase fucking porn stars. Yeah, all 3 bona fide stories that are truly interesting and original. Only if they didn't appear on XBiz and AVN. So that was something incredibly entertaining that I saw and I wanted to comment on. I'll tell you, I don't even know what else is left to talk about that, is so fascinating. It's fucking hilarious, man. This is good shit. Yeah, sometimes at night, we don't have to be too profound to laugh our asses off, because you literally have stuff of people like Hillbilly Boy Mike South and AVN and XBiz that do things that you really don't even have to make comedy bits out of. They're literally comedy bits all unto itself. Serious. Literally, seeing these things is truly funny. On April 22nd, Chase Bank slams the door on more porn stars. That's reported in XBiz. So Mike South can report about it today. Oh, man. Man, it's fucking crazy. It really is. This is crazy. So that was entertaining. And what else did I see? Was there one more thing I saw that was, it was a segue see, I'm getting out some of all these little things that I want to talk about. It's a segue to talk about Ginger Lynn. What happened was I seen Brittany Amber on the crack with Ginger Lynn tonight. And it's for tonight, or it's already passed. And I'm like, Brittany Amber. And I'm like, oh man, I remember shooting her. She was just like, ugh. I shot her with fucking Rocco Reed years ago. And she was just kind of sloppy and had stretch marks on her stomach and just kind of gross. I mean, I don't know, maybe she looks 10 times better now. I don't know, but that really wasn't the gist of my thoughts. If you go to my Twitter slash Jesus Christ, what is it? Not Instagram, but is it my Instagram? I don't know what the fuck you call that. Yeah, right? Instagram. If you go to my Twitter slash Instagram, I put a picture in there of Ginger Lynn from the XRCO Awards, okay? And I gotta tell you, my post was, what the fuck? I used to jerk off to that. Poke out my fucking eyes. I know, it's horrible. But, you know, Jesus Christ. I never realized, I never realized how unbelievably repulsive she had become. And it ain't something that somebody would say, oh, well, Rob, that's just with age. Listen, okay? Fuck you and your fucking age bullshit, okay? Because we can literally sit here and pick out all of the women who are basically in those age group and ranges as Ginger Lynn. And let's face it, Ginger Lynn is a fucking train wreck. And she doesn't take care of herself. And for the life of me, I have no idea why she doesn't. Because we know she's got money. I mean, Steve Hirsch has got to be paying her between $10,000 and $20,000 a month. I mean, she's got a kid with Steve Hirsch. She's got to be getting $10,000 to $20,000 a month. Jesus Christ, she doesn't make any money. Really? Bullshit. Listen, Amber Lynn, and if you look at Amber, granted, Amber's had some work done. I get it, but listen, work schmirk. Amber Lynn looks pretty fucking good, all right? Amber Lynn looks pretty good, and she's 50, for Christ's sakes, all right? Amber Lynn is 50. I'm sorry, 49. She's basically a year and a half younger than Ginger Lynn, and Amber Lynn looks fucking stunning next to Ginger. And fine, if you want to say, well, Amber's had work in her face done, okay, well, guess what? The body is banging. And take a look at Ginger Lynn's fucking body, and take a look at Amber Lynn's body. It's like the night of the living shit, all right? It really is, man. It's like the night of the living just garbage. And it really is embarrassing when you have girls, or women, I should say, that are in this business, and they want to stick around, and they want to make money in this business, and they want to basically still sell products to their fans. Remember, guys, Ginger Lynn was recently, a couple years ago, was in Rob Zombie movies, for Christ's sakes. You know, what do you think? She was getting $500. And Ginger Lynn's somebody that fucking goes and does those conventions. We're not talking about old porn conventions. We're talking about the conventions where they have horror memorabilia. She was at the Burbank Horror Fest, at the big one that they have signing autographs, or Comic-Con. I mean, this is somebody that does these things, okay? We know she's getting paid, and if she's not getting paid, she could go there and sell stuff. So this is not a woman who's a bad lady, okay, for Christ's sakes. So there's really no excuse for her to look like a dog's asshole. There really isn't. There really isn't any excuse for Ginger Lynn to look like a dog's asshole. So even if you want to say Amber Lynn has had work done to her face, well, the body is still intact. Take a look at Amber Lynn's body, and then go take a look at Ginger Lynn's body. Ginger Lynn's body looks like somebody took a fucking baseball bat and beat it to death. Look at Amber Lynn's body, and she's got a better body than most of the fucking 20-year-old porn girls. And Amber Lynn is going to be 50, okay? So, listen, if you're an old porn star and you want to stay in this business and you want to make money and you want to sell yourself, please get in shape. I mean, seriously, man, get in shape, for Christ's sakes. Please, just do the fans a favor and have some fucking self-respect. And seriously, get in shape, for Christ's sakes. I mean, fuck. Again, God, seriously, don't fucking look like fucking Ginger Lynn, man. God. I mean, Jesus. It's fucking disgusting. It really is, man. It's fucking disgusting. It's amazing. So, please. I mean, listen, as much heat as me and Christy Canyon have had, in chronicling, you know, fucking 7 months ago, 8 months ago, she's fucking 48 years old. Look at Christy, for Christ's sakes. Look at Melissa. She looks good. I mean, Jesus Christ, Ginger. You literally, when I look at pictures of you, I gotta take a knife and fucking gouge my fucking eyes out. How can somebody that was so cute and so adorable and just so captivating, literally 30 years later, look like the biggest pile of rat's asshole is beyond me. It really is. It's beyond me. And all of your fucking peers look 10 times better than you. And you're only talking about women that are, what, anywhere between 3 and 4 year age gap. Christy's 48, for Christ's sake. So Christy Canyon's 3 years fucking younger? I mean, you're going to tell me in 3 years Christy Canyon's going to look like a squirrel asshole? No way. No way. And Amber Lynn's a fucking year. Amber Lynn is a fucking year better than 85% of the porn girls that are in their 20s right now. You literally can click on the XRCO and look at girls, literally look at girls that Amber Lynn looks better of, and these girls are in their fucking 20s. That's crazy. Alex Chance, Amber Lynn looks better than her. Alex Chance is a big fat ass. She's got stretch marks and flabby skin. It's disgusting. I mean, literally, you got girls. My favorite fatty Carla Lane is just repulsive. Literally, she's repulsive. There's this girl who looks like Christina Cinn. Christina Cinn. Oh my God, she's like cross-eyed. She's disgusting. And this is what I'm comparing to Amber. And Amber's almost 50. Dee Lynn? Dee Lynn looks like Karen Carpenter, except with a sandwich or two in her. She's disgusting. It's just amazing. But nothing is more hideous than fucking Ginger Lynn. So I wanted to comment on that just because, again, if you're going to be in the porn business as an aging vet, don't look like shit. Like, seriously, man. Don't look like shit. It's wrong to look like shit. And you didn't look like shit when you were young and you were in the business. Why would you look like shit as you got older? Just because you say, well, I'm old now. That's how I look. No, that's not an answer. It's not an answer. It's not an answer. It really isn't, man. It's not an answer, and it's not an excuse. It literally is. It's just pathetic. So please, okay. So please, ladies, when you are in this business and you decide that you're going to be in this business until the wheels come off, literally, don't be in this business until your fucking wheels come off. And if they are coming off, get them fucking fixed. Take as much pride in your appearance as you did when you were in your 20s. Please. It's only fucking right. It really is. It only is, man. So, again, get some fucking pride, for Christ's sake. Mia, even Rebecca Bardot, that motherfucker is 50 years old. She looks better than Ginger Lynn. And Rebecca Bardot ain't getting, doesn't have tons of fucking work done. Okay? Rebecca Bardot didn't get no tons of work done. She's fucking old looking, okay, for Christ's sakes. She's fucking old looking. She looks better than fucking Ginger Lynn. Rebecca, but go take a look at the pictures of Rebecca Bardot. She looks better than Ginger Lynn. Okay? Seriously. Go take a picture or go take a look at Rebecca Bardot. She is 50 fucking years old. Alright? And she looks better than Ginger Lynn. Have some fucking respect, Ginger. Okay? Jesus. I mean, I get it. You don't have any respect for yourself, but respect your fucking fans. You know, your fans. Your goddamn fans that come out to see your old ass and still give you money. Have some fucking respect for them. Have some goddamn respect for those fans. So when they show up to see you, they don't go, oh my God, what the fuck is that? I'm looking at old ass Rebecca Bardot now. Fucking, she looks great. She's 50. She's 50. Jesus Christ. Fuck, man. It's amazing. Again, if you're not going to have respect for yourself, have some fucking respect for your fans. When those fans come out to see you, don't make them walk away where they got to get a fucking knife and carve out their fucking eyeballs because their eyeballs are going to fucking kill them when they're asleep for punishing the eyes of looking at you, Ginge. Please, man. And I never realized just how horrific it is. And I don't know if it's all the booze you drink. I don't know what it is, but you are just a fuck. You're like a fat Elvis. Fuck. You're like when Elvis got all fat and all pilled out. And he was like, hey, can I give me some of that peanut butter and banana sandwich? Can I give me some of that? Can I give some of that fried chicken? You got some old Quaaludes. You got some ham. Hey, where's Carmelina? You got me some of that ham? I mean, fuck, Ginge, for Christ's sakes. Put the wine bottle down. Put the fucking leg of fucking lamb down. Get into the fucking gym and have some fucking self-respect. Jesus Christ. Fuck. So that was my other comment that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention. It fucking kills me, man. It kills me. I never thought that, and the thing is, Amber Lynn is such an annoying, crazy wackadoo, okay? She really is. She's just a big pain in the ass. She's so uppity. She thinks she's fucking the greatest shit in the world. So it pains me to actually pay her a compliment. But hey, man, when you're 50 years old and you look that good, Rob Black's got to take his fucking hat off and jerk a little jerk to you. Plus, she gives a great fucking blowjob. And so, Jesus Christ, yes, she looks a little like Buck Adams. So you gotta get that out of your fucking head. But, again, I gotta take off my hat because for a 50-year-old broad, she looks fucking great. She looks fucking great. So, Ginger, get some fucking self-respect, okay, and put yourself together. I know you don't care about yourself, but at least care about your fucking fans, okay? Don't be fat Elvis, for Christ's sakes. Man, it's fucking brutal. All right, guys, we're going to take a break for just a minute, and when we come back, we're going to wind things down with a little Mike South, and then we'll be ready for some Katie Summers and some news that you can use. So, listen to our favorite Nate Glass and Jessica Drake at their college seminar. It's crazy. I play it a lot because it still fascinates me to this day how they talk to these kids. And, they're nothing but young college kids. And Jessica Drake's yelling at them. Nate Glass is yelling at them. It's fucking nuts. So, here it is. I'm foreign body. It's just crazy, guys. It's crazy. Yeah, we'll be be right back. And take a listen. And it's shocking stuff. It's the Rob Black Show. We'll be right back.
Tell me the message or something, right? Because you're doing something kind of aggressive with fucking foreign bodies. Is that it?
It has nothing to do with it.
Oh, it had nothing to do with what? The fact that you had foreign bodies in there?
Correct.
Correct, okay, good. So you're not lying to me about fake tips.
I've never heard of.
Yes, you just did. You said they weren't. You fucking lied to me.
What? I don't. I never said anything of a kind. You never asked me, I never told you. Or maybe you asked me, but I remember learning about this.
I'm a liar, who cares? So, they look ridiculous. Get rid of them, why don't you? Anyway, you know.
That's not none of your fucking business.
It is. They look stupid. I'm just telling you. It's just an appraisal of people that you want. They're stupid. They like it all fucking. You know, but they're too big and they look stupid. They look like some Vegas bitch. They look like a Vegas whore. And you go around sashaying around in your tight clothes and stuff. I won't stand for that anymore.
I don't work around. I don't work.
To be that.
I don't work around in tight clothes. I stay at home for most of the time.
Public and it's a fucking embarrassment to me. You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault. Alright? Because you're provocative. You are provocatively dressed all the time. Your fake boobs, you feel you have to show off. Tight outfits and tight pants so you see your pussy from different. And that question thing today was enough. That's provocative. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm just telling you the truth. I don't like it. I don't want that woman. I don't want you. I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you. I don't love you. I don't want you. Okay? Stay in the fucking house. I'm not giving it to you, but I'll let you stay there. Okay? And I will take care of my child, but I don't want you anymore.
Wow, man. It fucking... I told you guys that Nate Glass and Jessica Drake, fucking brutal. Foreign bodies. Fucking just brutal. Anyways. We don't have a lot of time, but Mike South, or I should really say Tim Tritch, who's Mike South's little butt boy. He's like, whatever Mike South says, Tim Tritch fucking parrots like a fucking, you know. Oh, I mean, it's pathetic at how these two suck each other off. But something that I saw that I thought was pretty disturbing, which basically was Mike South letting Tim Tritch print a article about Marc Wallice. And what's funny is what's funny is this guy basically talks about Marc Wallice, and he uses a fake name, and his real name is Tim Tritch, but he still uses a fake name. Why? I have no idea. And you would think that since everybody knows who this asshole is, he would stop using a fake name. But he talks about Marc Wallice, the urban legend, and the fact that Marc Wallice never forged his test. And he breaks down all of these things that happened back, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. And he says it with such certainty. And when one or two people question him, he basically scoffs at the notion of him being questioned because he was there and he was part of this. And of course, what he says goes. I mean, I've never met, or I should say I never met this person. I've never read more things from somebody who's obviously not stable. And the interesting thing is now, and we're going to get into this more because I don't have a lot of time before we do the news to get into this. But as far as I'm concerned, Tim Tritch, a.k.a. Jilted, really just opened himself up to a Pandora's box, because now he's talking about the Marc Wallice situation and the fact that Tim Tritch was involved at AIM during the Marc Wallice situation, and that Marc Wallice never faked his tests, and everything that happened with Marc Wallice was legit, and he just happened to be a poor son of a bitch who wound up testing positive for HIV. And I find all of this fascinating because here we go again, being that the now only 2 times that we've had legitimate HIV outbreaks in this business that have never had loose ends attached to it, Tim Tritch has been involved. We talked about Tim Tritch being involved with the Darren James outbreak, and by all accounts, you don't have bloody penises, you don't have kink.com shoots, you don't have transsexual barebacking, you don't have gay crossovers. By all accounts, the Darren James was, he came back from Brazil, go figure, had AIDS, and then went, you get AIDS, you get AIDS, you get AIDS, you get AIDS. First time. Nobody talked about any of these girls having gay boyfriends. Nobody talked about them doing anything except conducting themselves as professionals in the adult business, and they just happen to unfortunately get the unlucky AIDS load. Now, when all of us thought Marc Wallice was Mr. Irresponsible who had HIV and was faking his test and his viral load was off the charts and he was running around purposely giving people AIDS, now Tim Tritch, Jilted, is telling everybody, no, 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 I was involved. Marc Wallice came in during a regular HIV test, and he tested positive, just like that. And it just happened to be he had sex with a certain amount of girls in between that time of his last test to his new test, and lo and behold, he fucked, you get AIDS, fucked, you get AIDS, fucked, you get AIDS. And all those girls from Trisha Devereaux to Caroline on down, they just happen to be the unlucky recipient of some super powerful AIDS cum. Does anybody find any of this disturbingly creepy and bizarre? That lo and behold, Tim Tritch, Jilted, a man who goes on message boards and talks about blood will be spilled in the business, talks about blowing up the business with nuclear bombs, sits there and recites Kenny Rogers poems, is now involved with the only 2 HIV/AIDS outbreaks that had no links to crossovers, tranny fucking, bloody dicks, all of the things that we've heard about in these last couple AIDS outbreaks that happened from TJ Cummings, Rent-A-Boy, Rod Daly, Rent-A-Boy, gay, and fucking trannies. Cameron Bay, a girlfriend of a Rent-A-Boy, tranny fucker, and engaging on public disgrace shoots with 20, 30, 40 different strangers. All of these cases, Sofia Delgado up and vanished, but as Mike South and other people claim, she was some ratchet hooker that would post up in hotel rooms. All of these people all had loose ends. They all had loose ends. Nobody walked over with one person with magic AIDS and said, oh, boy-girl sex. Oh, boy-girl sex. Oh, boy-girl sex. Okay, all of you got AIDS. No. There are all these circumstances. What were the two cases that we've had in our history that were basically boy-girl sex? Marc Wallice and Darren James. And both those performers, at the heart of those cases, was a man by the name of Tim Tritch, a.k.a. Jilted. You're going to tell me this is all coincidental? In the age of hearing about doctors who purposely infect patients with AIDS, hearing about doctors who purposely infect patients with hepatitis C, hearing about nurses who purposely infect people with AIDS. We've heard this. It's all too common in the press when it comes to healthcare professionals and providers that have been ensnarled in these types of scandals. Now, I don't have any proof of Tim Tritch, a.k.a. Jilted, infecting people, but I'll tell you this. The case of HIV/AIDS that came down the pipeline in the last year all have loose ends, and Tim Tritch was not involved. The other time we had these outbreaks, which was over 10 years ago, Tim Tritch was involved. And then before that, it was only a couple years when Tim Tritch was involved with that. So just like any good serial killer that kills, kill, it gets hot, firestorm. Remember, Tim Tritch, Jilted, been constantly pushing for condoms, been constantly pushing for basically mandates and really for the business to close down. If you read his posts, he even talks about how people protect animals better than they protect the porn business. This is a man who's been hell-bent on getting this business shut down. Well, how do you get the business shut down? You make sure you have some HIV cases. You make sure you have some serious HIV cases and people get infected at an alarming rate. Well, what happens? Marc Wallice, AIDS. You have a industry that goes into panic mode. But what happens? The industry weathers a storm, and Tim Tritch, Jilted, is exactly that, jilted. So what does he do? He kicks back and wait. He kicks back and wait. He kicks back and wait. And guess what? Lo and behold, Darren James. Lo and behold, infected. Boom! Another outbreak. Who's at the center? Tim Tritch, Jilted. And what happens? Lo and behold, the business withers the storm. But this time, AIM is closed down. Tim Tritch is gone. But now what does Tim Tritch do? he lobbies whoever would listen to get the business shut down. He starts working with Weinstein over at AHF. When they realize that he can't bring them anything, they cut him loose. Then what does he do? He goes and starts working for Latata and Derek Hay. Why? Why would he work for talent? Why would he go and work for a man and an organization that has escorting companies and pimps out girls? Why would you do that? Unless you're up to something, unless you need to get in close with the very same talent that you need to get sick to prove your point. But what happens? That falls through and he's cut loose. So where does he turn to? Mike South. So now he sits on Mike South's message board and just fucking drums up bullshit. Drums up bullshit. Drums up bullshit. And that's what he does. And now, lo and behold, since I've come on the scene in this past year, I have smoked this rat, angel of death, out of this fucking hole. And he is getting so crazy now with everything that's going on in the business and the fact that I'm coming at him. He starts unraveling, starts reciting songs, starts posting, I know more about HIV and disease than you, Rob Black, kazoo. No, it's like, of course you do, Tim. Somebody that's at the heart of HIV infections that we've never had before, I would think would know a lot about how the disease is spread, how the disease is transmitted, how the disease can be given to somebody, and somebody that works with needles, works with dirty needles, and somebody who has a motive. Tim Tritch has all the motive in the world to make sure people in this business get HIV/AIDS. So here we are with Marc Wallice, and the fact that Tim Tritch says Marc Wallice was nothing more than a guy who was clean 1 month and showed up the next month with HIV/AIDS, never forged his test, and happened to infect a bunch of girls in that window. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to call this a conspiracy, go right ahead. If you want to call Rob Black crazy, go right ahead. But let me ask you, before you do this, and you say I'm nuts, and you say I'm a cuckoo bird, listen to everything I just said, do the Rob Black and connect the dots, go to Mike South's site, read post after post after post from Jilted, a.k.a. Tim Tritch, do some research on this guy, and see if the information I'm telling you are lies. Because they're not. I've told you time and time again. I am presented with facts. I take those facts, I put them in a cohesive order. We start connecting the dots, and if those dots lead us to conclusions, then we talk about those conclusions. And right now, the conclusion, and the only thing that I'm reading, is the fact that Tim Tritch, a.k.a. Jilted, has been at the heart of both HIV outbreaks that have had no loose ends to any risky behavior except for boy-girl scenes, and people went, oh my God, how did this happen? And when Tim Tritch is not there, and we have an HIV outbreak, there are loose ends with those outbreaks. From gay barebacking to public disgracing to escorting, man escorting, you name it, there are loose ends. But if those loose ends and those outbreaks are put on the shelf, the only two other outbreaks that we've had have been nothing but oh, I'm a boy-girl sex scene, you got AIDS. You got AIDS, and AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. Again, that's scary. Again, conspiracy, no conspiracy, but you need to start watching this guy, Tim Tritch. He's a guy that will show up at a doctor's office and shoot the people at the clinic that performs abortions. This is a guy that would blow up places. This is a guy who talks about blood on the hands. This is a guy who talks about nuclear bombs in the industry, and he's going to drop one. This is a guy who is scary. This is a guy who's dangerous. Don't take my word for it. Read his posts and read the new smoking gun that leads all of these HIV cases to Tim Tritch. Him claiming Marc Wallice never did anything to his tests, and he happened to just catch AIDS and give it to a couple girls. No forged tests, no nothing. Except that Tim Tritch was involved. And then a couple years later, Tim Tritch was involved with Darren James. That, ladies and gentlemen, is scary fucking shit. It's the Rob Black Show. Let's talk to the beautiful, the talented, the unbelievably sexy Katie Summers. So we're going to hit her up right now. And she tells me she's got news that we can use that is exciting, and she wants me to hurry. And God damn it, I'm excited to hear it too. So let's listen to this beautiful little creature and this fascinating news that she has. God damn it. If it's not fascinating, when I see her tonight, I'm going to punch her right in her fucking cunt. That's what I'm going to do. Hello, Katie Summers, and I'd like to welcome you to Late Night with Rob Black. And we are now ready for what I was texted as being awesome news. So without further ado, let me say, are you ready, ladies and gentlemen, for Katie Summers and the news that you can use? Take it away, Katie Summers. Wow! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children above the age of 18. Did you hear what this sexy motherfucker just told us? Yes, Roku now has YouTube on it. So, ladies and gentlemen, what that means is you can watch the Rob Black Show, and every episode that is on the Rob Black Show on YouTube. Wow! That is fucking huge, ladies and gentlemen. And Katie Summers, that, wow, that's pretty fucking, that's beyond big, man. I mean, that is, Jesus Christ, that's big. I mean, I gotta tell you, it's almost as if that would put, man, that's big. I don't even know how to explain how big that is, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube, if you got Roku, all right, if you got Roku, go to Roku and put in YouTube, and guess what? You can watch the Rob Black Show on the Rob Black Show channel on YouTube. Whoa! Big action, Katie Summers. Big action. Man, that's big. That is fucking big. You know what? You should go to the Sinister TV and see if you could watch, if it's live then. No, listen to me, dildo head. Oh, okay, you're in there. Yeah, if you go to our Sinister TV channel, because we have two channels. We have the Rob Black Show channel, and then we have Sinister, the Sinister TV channel. I think that one of them airs the Rob Black Show live, which is the Sinister TV channel, and then one of them houses our videos. Don't ask me why we have it spread out like that. It's fucking retarded, and I'm going to change it. But, yeah, the way our system is exactly what I just said. So you could go to Sinister TV and watch this feed live. So I got to imagine that if you have YouTube on Roku, you would be able to watch this feed live. So right now, you're on, what are you on YouTube? Are you on the Sinister TV channel, or are you on the Rob Black Show channel? Oh, you were? Okay, so that's what you were watching. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's exciting, man. That's exciting. That's big for Roku. I mean, that's seriously, that's big action for Roku. For them to have YouTube on there. Shit. I mean, seriously, that's fucking huge, man. Fucking huge. Wow. All right. Well, that's great news, Katie. So we're gonna have to check that out later on tonight when I get to the house. That's good. That's big action. Big action. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That's seriously. That's big. That's big action. It really is big action. Oh shit! Let me hear it. Give it to me. The what? Wow. So that's it. So are they? Is it still going on now? Now, is that Sally Draper or who is that? Okay, so that's Sally Draper. It sounds pretty fucking lame. Yeah, yeah, it sounds fucking lame. Who fucking cares? always love listening to you with some of these stories. Oh, man. Oh, listen to you getting all fucking political. All right. Yeah, good point taken. So you want to be smart. Okay. Okay. Well, all right. All right. Well, Yeah, he's getting all riled up, man, about them talking about his cock. Oh, that's funny. Fucking G with the fucking big cock, John Hamm with the big cock. No, yeah. What? They're selling pot. Oh, really? That's fucked up. That's all right. Hey, it's all right, Kathleen. That's all right. You are a consummate professional, and you have been nothing but extremely professional. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Buy a Lego game. Okay. I was. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the kids are pretty fucking smart these days. Like you just said, we were watching a story about a fucking kid talking about or finding fossils and writing to congressmen and all sorts of weird ass shit. So, yeah, the fucking uh, uh, fucking they know what weed is, for Christ's sakes. Oh, really? Yeah. I like. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Give the kids fucking heroin. Fuck it. Aye. Voila. All right, don't give them heroin then. All right. Let's see if no drugs. Oh Jesus. Yeah. That's pretty badass. That's pretty cool. It's pretty good, man. Give it to me. That's fucking bizarre. Okay. It's fucking bizarre. Alright. What do you mean? Oh. Oh. Exactly. Yep. Well, none. Nah, they didn't. They didn't have. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't have. They didn't. They didn't have juice back then. Yeah. Sirhan. It's actually Sirhan. But yeah, close. Who gives a fuck? Close enough. All right. Well, he's bad. He's a bad guy. Well, Katie Summers, it's 10:22. That was a great telecast. I think you did good, and you just revealed to everybody that you sometimes aren't as prepared as you should. Why would you do that? All right. Fair enough, my love. Oh, man. Man. All right, Katie Summers. We will talk to you later, and au revoir, arrivederci. All right, guys, that was Katie Summers, and she's completely nuts. And that's it. That's the end of the Rob Black Show. We're done. We are over. It's finished. And we are out of here. It was great for all of you to join us. It's awesome for you to be here. And we will see you guys. See you guys tomorrow at noon. It's the Rob Black Show. And as always, we're promoting intolerance, we're promoting hate, and we're promoting just straight up evilness here at the Rob Black Show. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And take it away, Slayer, please, already. Enough. Yeah.